you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it to, I'm running a couple of games here with my good mate Snake Eyes Warrior in... Oh, he's not Snake Eyes Warrior. He hasn't been Snake Eyes Warrior for a long time. He is _the Snake Eyes. He's in the VK28.0. This is pre the Russian med patch, because he's probably doing nothing but playing Russian light patch. Sorry, probably doing nothing but playing Russian lights right now. We're actually doing a little bit of running about in Tier 6 in the Victory. I love the Victory. It's a great fun tank. And we're on the good old Desert Sands. Hasn't this map changed a lot over time? Now, just an update. The Shoulder of Wonking Damage competition comes to a close at the end of September, and we've had some fantastic entries. We're at just about 7k in the Tier 9 game now. We're just over 7k in Tier X. We're at 5k and 4.5ks and all this at Tier 6 through to, it's just pretty amazing. You guys are doing great stuff, and the videos are all going to come up on channel, and there will certainly be prizes for the winners. If you want to see the prizes, check out bushkaonblitz.com. They really go quite... I think it's 400,000 credits and 1,500 gold at Tier X. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all get Z prizes. I think 5 even. 5, yep. Go and check the website out. I don't know, I'm just running it. bushkaonblitz.com. Now, this is an interesting one. Snake's in the VK, which is wonderful to have because I think it's an absolutely amazing tank. And that 34-85 Victory is a member of the Z clan, and I think they're pretty good. So he's on 60+%. We're going to be looking for him through the course of the festivities. Snake and I are working as a team. You can see here because we're so close together. He's all the way at the back of the railway line, and I'm near the cap circle. So we're kind of just moseying about, doing our own thing, and that's fine. Because basically it's Tier 6, and we get a little bit loose, we get a little bit silly at anything under Tier 9. It's hard to hold it together. I just like to take this opportunity too to say that Tier 8 is a cesspit, and I'd rather eat my own legs than continue to play there. The worst players in the game, I believe, are driving premium tanks around Tier 8, pumping credits, or just basically doing nothing that makes sense at Tier 8. We just don't like it. As a unit, Grump, we're not a fan of Tier 8. So we're on the right hand side here. We knew they were coming, and we've done a little bit of side scraping, which has not helped at all in the Victory, but we have managed to put a lot of damage and make that Panzer a one-shot. He's going to stick around. You'll see what I'm saying. He's going to stick around, that kid. And we're moving forward and looking for action here on the left. The VK28 is a big target, but first of all, we're going to get rid of Leopard, which we do quite successfully there. And then we're going to push up on this VK28 and try and get shots on him, which we don't. Now, he is important. Obviously, a very tough tank, the VK28. We're losing tanks here, and I'm probably not doing as well as we should. We get one into the M4A3E2, the Jumbo, who is running the tough turret to pen there. Very, very difficult, and suddenly it's 2-on-4, which is never fun. However, VK30-01D is gone, and I'm screaming in Discord, Snake, help me! It's that bloke in the Victory, I need help. You've got plenty of hit points, you go first. And of course, Snake does so, which is great for me, and I managed to not hit the Victory. Snake's going to come screaming down here and give me a hand, and he's going to take all the damage and get killed, and I'm not. There you go. Thanks, Snakey, for that one. The Snake Eyes. Just after he kills Snake Eyes, I kill him. So that is indeed the 3v1 rule of a kolobanovd. So I'm on a kolobanovd here if I can carry. Now, remember that Panzer I was telling you about? He has turned up and is doing his level best, and he's still very, very close to death. Now, we track, unfortunately, the Jumbo as he comes over the hill, and we're just giggling around here with this fella looking for a target. The Jumbo's got good gun depression, so he's got no problems getting shots. And we are simply waiting on our engine boost. Now, you're going to see why in a second. I can take one shot from the Jumbo and then push the engine boost and roll forward. And because the Victory has a level 200 alpha, he's well under an average roll for me, which is great. I'm straight to the wall, hugging it, trying very hard to spot by proximity that Panzer who is lurking around here somewhere. We're now going to engage in a little game of sneaky, sneaky, catchy monkey, because we are both one-shots. I don't have a lot of hit points left after tangling with that Jumbo, and it was nice enough Snake to take all the damage from that 34-85 victory. And Kubon, the 34-85, is... I don't believe him for 1 second when he's saying base. But what I'm going to do is be a little bit sneaky myself and go out and try and come in from the side. So if he is in the base area, I can pick him up and get a nice shot into the side of the tank. And you never know, I might be able to spot him while driving along next to the railway tracks too. Now, this is obviously pre-Russian lights, because if it was during the patch that was Russian lights, I would have already been driving a Russian light, not the 34-85 victory. Can't wait for the Type 52. There you go. He was full of it. He's not at base 1 at all. And we bounced that shot. Absolutely brutal. Try and get a shot here, and we just duck one back, and then we push over. I've left him on 43 hit points when I was side scraping on the right-hand side there, and have a look. It's now me v him, very much a test of wills. Now, the only thing I've really got going for me here, which is great, is that I'm a tier 6 tank and he's a tier 5, so maybe I'll intimidate him. I don't think that's going to happen. He seems to be playing pretty solid, and he's side-scraping off that wall. And Kubon in the 34-85 victory is trying to talk me into coming second. I'm paying no attention, Kubon. I've been to this movie before. I've started this movie before, in fact, where I've stuffed it up. I do know this map pretty well, though, and I've done this before, which is there's a little gap there, and rather than side scraping around here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him there, and then I'm going to side scrape off the gap. Now I've set it up as a long bow, but there you go. I've just got my shot here ready to go. He pulls back and we get the winner. Fantastic stuff. A very good start to the run, but not nearly as good. Now I've got to tell you, I sold Snake Eyes down the river there. He did the right thing for me. He pushed up hard, and he got absolutely belted for it. We picked up a Kolobanovd and a Radley Walters, and we didn't really deserve it, but we got it. Now, this is another desert map. This is Black Goldville. Go caves, you noobs, and that's where everyone should be going, but I don't know if they are or they aren't. This map is very funny. The Discord chat going on between Snake and I in this one was terse and to the point, let us say, and I'll let you know why in a very, very short while. Again, we're running the Victory and the VK28.01. Now, this poor old VK was spotting and made the mistake of getting right up close and personal and comped a heap of trouble for it. Now, they've gone town. They've got a KV2 over there who's an absolute numpty and carries on like a pork chop. But for all that, he makes the game very, very interesting. Now, we're still looking at a 2801. Now, the 2801 is exceptionally popular as a tank, and so it should be because it's a bloody amazing tank. You might have seen all the videos I've done about it, including the Bewilderbeast video, where I just carry on talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it's a great tank. The Victory is a pretty good tank, though. One of the reasons I like the Victory is it's got 200 alpha. At tier 6, that's a big dose of alpha. The VK28 has 160, and there's a lot of high rate of fire guns. And it doesn't have great rate of fire, but it's got a nice big dose of alpha. So you can play it a bit like a sneaky peekaboo medium. And that's a great playstyle. You can see doing over 200 damage there with that shot, 214, which is a big roll on these tanks that have under 1,000 hit points, especially from a medium tank. And it earns good credits too, so it's well worth an investment. If it ever pops up, you should grab it because it's a great earner at tier 6 and well worth the effort. And we're jiggling, trying to get bouncy bits. Can't always do it. But there you go. And we managed to miss that one, which was absolutely awesome because then he managed to miss one in return. So we both shot the same house. No reason why we're showing such anger towards the architecture there, but we certainly are playing like a packet of poop tickets, but we get by. I get smashed by a KV2. That's really surprising. I didn't think I was still spotted, and I've got a sneaking suspicion that was a bit of a blind shot through the tree because I'd been spotted there earlier, which is a common practice of mine, so good on him. Now, this is where the fun starts for Max and I, for Snake Eyes and I. That KV2 in the cap circle is just talking crap. He starts carrying on soon. I'm sitting over here looking for a shot in this VK. He won't pull backwards. Snake Eyes moves around, and I think he gets the shot here. The cap's being constantly reset, but the team is going to push down there and give really good targets. Well, you can see they're coming around to the right. Now we set up here nicely, all well and good. and we've got shots on this KV1. We've got good hard cover, and it really shouldn't be that hard. I've switched to APCR, very small target. There you go, lovely 190 alpha. Now it's a tier 5 heavy, only 770 hit points. There's the KV2. We take out LJMS in the KV2, which is a very, very necessary event. And that KV1 heavy, again, only 770 hit points, and we've got 200 alpha. So we're doing all right here. We get another near 200 shot. The cap is still ticking along, and it's been reset again. This guy has not moved out of the cap circle, this KV2. Just still sitting in the cap circle. But they're starting to push up here very, very hard on the right, and we're down to 3 tanks on 3. And the KV2 in the cap circle is now calling people noob. He's been capping for like 3 minutes. Persistence, they say, is a fantastic and rare quality in a human being. And the KV2 in the cap circle is displaying it in spades, because if it didn't work once and it didn't work the second time, maybe it'll work the third time that he's capping. So Snake Eyes has pulled up here, and we're about to put the finishing touches into the VK28.01, but the cap is still ticking down. He sat in the cap circle. Oh, that was one of the greatest shots you will ever see in the history of tanking. Oh my God. And because of that shot, that gives this fella here the opportunity to put another one in me. And I am now very low, and any HE that touches me from a KV2 will surely make me perish. 70 is on now. Snake Eyes goes down, and I'm like, yeah, you go reset the cap. Just spot him, and I'll get a shot. Where is he in the cap, Snake Eyes? Oh, he's up the top. He's up the top. You'll see him. No problems. Roundabout now, Snake Eyes says, you got the shot? I say, yeah, I got the shot. Only I don't have the shot. I bounced the shot. I'm like, mate, you're going to have to reset cap. And he's like, I can't reset cap. It's a KV2. You can have to reset the cap. Reset the cap, Snake Eyes. He resets the cap. Yep. That was always going to happen. So that's the 4th time now that he's started this cap count out. This KV2. He is the most, and he's called him a noob as well. He's called Snake Eyes a noob. Snake Eyes is not happy with me, and he's not happy with the KV2, and he's got good reason to be unhappy with both of us. And this KV2 has sat his ass in cap the entire game. He's been reset 3 times now, and he's about to try for a final cap win, the 4th time lucky. And I'm going to get screwed here, because this is, you remember the bug, you've seen it in heaps of games, it's happened to you, where the reticle will go down to a rock or maybe a piece of pipe that's in front of you, and you can't get the shot off, or it'll hit the bit of rubbish in front of you. So we're going to move over here, we're going to spot the KV2 up again. There you go, no worries, there's a shot. We move back. Should have an easy shot on him on the reload. He's still tunneling across. Okay, miss it. Fair enough. Here we go, though. We'll get this shot in. Oh, my God. It keeps snapping down to that bloody rock. We've got to move all the way out. We take it, and we get it. We nearly blow it. 16 seconds left. And, oh, my God, says Thai Onion, the KV2. I don't know why he's saying, oh, my God, but he is possibly the most persistent capper the world has ever seen. Snake Eyes Warrior justifiably wrecked for not resetting the cap in a more timely fashion and making me sit at the back and take a shot that was never going to go in. But I didn't mention that on Discord at the time. Yeah, all good giggles, all good laugh. We had, like, I think Snake had a kolobanovd on fort to spare the next game. It was nothing but heart attack material the entire run. I'm Bushka on Blitz. You people are bloody lovely. Remember the shoulder wonking damage comp. Check that out. As always, if you'd like to sponsor the channel, the patrons are the ones that make this clock tick. We do boot camp events. We do regular training rooms and things. We have private videos. We've got a patron-only sponsors chat channel. We've got a patron-only Discord channel for voice chat. There's just a whole heap of stuff that goes on. I'm Bushka on Blitz. You're bloody lovely humans. Look after your family. Stay safe on the battlefield, and bye for now.